Hi guys, and welcome to part 2 of my reaction to the Benidorm Fest 2023 entries. Well, technically it's 2022, but it's for Eurovision 2023. Let's just say 23, I don't know. Benidorm Fest part 2. So I listened to the first 9 songs yesterday, and now I've got the other half, the other 9 to listen to. I will say for now, I genuinely believe that the only one that stands out by far is Megara, and I can picture that staying as my favourite even before I've heard all of them. So I'm going to carry on with Jose Otero and Enviemos en Marte. Enviemos en Marte. I did Spanish in school, so I should be better than I am, but I've forgotten a lot of it. Maybe I should pick it back up. But it translates as Winters on Mars. I like the sound of that. It's a nice title. Okay, here we go. Another ballad. But I like it so far. I really like his voice, definitely. It's just nice, I like it. Again, I don't want to keep saying it, but it does give me a kind of Blas Canto vibe. And I don't want to keep comparing every male ballad to Blas Canto, I shouldn't do that, but it does a little bit. I like his voice. I'm not sure how impactful this will be and how well it would do. Not sure. I find the chorus might be a little bit disappointing. Maybe I expected a little bit more, but overall I like the whole feel of it. I think my favourite thing about it is his voice. Okay, yeah, I quite like that. Good first impression, yeah. Okay, moving on to Commento. Well, this one's only 2.5 minutes long. Oh, this is very like sit around the campfire with a guitar. Well, this is very Spanish. It actually makes me think of something that you'd see in Eurovision in like the 80s or 70s. It's not a bad thing. I like her voice. I wonder how they're going to stage that one. Yeah, it's very traditional. Okay, interesting. Nice. For some reason, I think it might struggle in a competition in terms of being performed on stage, but I appreciate it for what it is. Okay, next up is what looks like a male band, a male group, and it's called No Nos Moverán. Okay, so we've got the boy band, the first boy band of the lineup. There was a boy band last year, I remember. It's quite uplifting. No Nos Moverán. probably means they don't move, or like they can't move us, I think. Okay. The chorus, a little bit lazy, I find, you know, the la 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 la. Yeah, a little bit generic, I think. But it's fun, you know, it's uplifting. Got a nice little dance break happening. Does that mean choreography? Maybe. Okay, not bad, fair enough. Don't think that's the winner. But not bad. Not much I can say about that one. Okay, this one sounds interesting. Wacky Ripper. Okay, interesting name. Oh, auto-tune. Okay, I think we've got the Lungaki of the year. And I love Lungaki's song. I like it so far. It's very Lungaki. Oh. Oh wow, this is heavy chorus. As with Lungaki, she didn't perform it live in the end, but we were all thinking, how would she perform it live? And similar with this, how will this be performed live? I like this, almost like rapping in the verse. I like that. And then the chorus is like rave. But what will it come across live like? That's the question. I'm not sure how it would work. I don't mind it though. But it's like with Lungaki, how will it work live? I like this bit, this fast bit. Isn't there a word for this kind of music, like hyper pop or something? I think I prefer the verses to the chorus. Okay, that's an abrupt ending. I like parts of it. I can understand why people wouldn't like it at all. Interesting to find out how it will actually work live. That'll be interesting. Yeah, I don't mind it. Okay, so now we have Sharon, who apparently was on Drag Race España, might have even won it. Yeah, let's have a look at this. It's going to be very upbeat, I can tell. Quite powerful. Ah. If they can sing it well live, then this could be good. There's a lot of really upbeat dance songs this year that I think the crowd will really like. Okay, this could have potential for staging, I think, like dramatic choreography. Yeah, there's a lot of drama. Could be a little bit of a fan favourite, maybe. Okay, interesting. Maybe not one of my personal favourites, but it is good. And live, if it's good live, then it could get to the final, maybe. Okay, moving on to Ciderland or Ciderland. This could be the one that's in Catalan. I think there is one song that's in Catalan. I think it could be this one. Another male group. Yeah, I think it could be in Catalan. Another really upbeat song. This sounds a bit like a World Cup song as well. Bit of a football anthem. And there's quite a few that are like that. Okay, not bad. I don't know what it is, but some of these to me seem to be sounding quite similar to each other, like blending into one. I think it's all of the upbeat ones, like you either get the ballads that sound similar, you get the upbeat ones that sound similar, and that's why I think Megara with Arcadia, the rock song, that's why I think that stands out so far. Okay, so I'm actually nearly finished. There's only 3 more to go. Next up is Sophia or Sapphire Martin with Tuki. I think this would be an upbeat one again. Giving a bit of a Rosalia vibe, which I think people will like. Okay, I think this could be one that people either love or hate. Depends how it's performed live. I'm not sure about the chorus. Okay, I'm not blown away. I don't hate it, but I'm not, like, really impressed. Okay. I feel like with a lot of these songs, I actually prefer the verse to the chorus, and that's how I feel about Ukraine with their entry from Torchy. I feel with that, like, I prefer the verse to the chorus as well. So that's interesting that we're getting a lot of that. Yeah, I mean, I do kind of like remember the chorus now that I've heard it, which is good. But again, I'm not like blown away. Okay, let's move on to Twin Melody. Female duo. Okay, I like that intro. That started off well. Again, it's like a typical Spanish bop, but there's a lot of these, and some of them sound quite similar. And like I said before, they kind of blend into one, some of them. And that's why some of them might become a little bit forgettable. I mean, it's nice, you know, catchy. I bet there's going to be a dance break coming up right now. Maybe not yet, but soon. Yeah, I quite enjoy the instrumentation. It just becomes a little bit predictable and repetitive. and it leaves you wanting more. I just think that there needs to be more. Yeah, I find a lot of these are enjoyable, but they're not giving me that wow moment. Okay, well, I've arrived at song number 18, the final one, hoping this one will be a little bit more interesting than the other few that I've heard, because I do feel like it's been getting a little bit repetitive. I do wonder actually if 18 is too much, because I do feel with national finals that sometimes there's too many entries and you don't need that many, and a lot of national selections that don't have that many songs are sometimes actually the best. So it's about quality, not quantity. Maybe, you know, the fact there's been 18 of them, that's why I've kind of forgotten about some of them and they've all just kind of like gone past me and I need to listen to them again to remind myself of them. But there's a few good ones, it's not all bad. This is the final one by Vico, or Victoria. We've got another Bob, which is okay, but you know, like I've just said, they are getting a bit too similar now. So I'll probably forget about this one too. Yeah, I don't know about this. I don't think it's strong enough and I don't think it's enough to stand out. Like, it's just okay. Yeah, I found that a little bit boring actually. Not like the worst of all of them, but not enough. Okay, well, I've heard all of the Benidorm Fest entries. My opinion hasn't really changed. I still think that my favourite and the standout by far, by a mile actually, is Megara with Arcadia. I just think that that's what, well, that's what Spain should go for. But I don't trust Spain to go for something different like that. Unfortunately, I don't trust them to pick that for some reason. And it's a shame, because I wish they would. If I had to compare this year to last year, and if I were to say if the quality and if the standard this year is higher than last year, I'd say not really. I wouldn't say these songs are better than last year. But what I will say, if it's anything like last year, then we know that staging and performance can have a huge impact. That can really change everything and elevate a lot of these songs. I mean, think of Chanel and Slow Mo. When we first heard the song, nobody was really, you know, hyping up that much, but it was when we saw her perform live, that's when it caught our attention. So it could be a similar situation again, where the staging and the performances really improve some of them. And then we could be saying, oh, actually, this is another good edition of Benidorm Fest. So that could happen, definitely. But for me, there's only really one standout, which is Megara. But the others that I liked were maybe Agony. I've been saying Agony. It's probably not Agony. Agony. That was quite interesting. And La Lola by Famous. There's not many others that I liked really. Maybe the one by Jose Otero. That was quite a nice ballad. But yeah, a lot of them I just kind of forgot about and I just kind of lost a bit of interest. But the standout for me by a huge mile ahead from any of the others is definitely Megara, because I already know that that will be performed really well on stage. It could be a potential winner. And it's just my kind of thing. I really like it. So let's see what happens. But I do look forward to watching Benidorm Fest. So thank you for watching, well, both of my videos. If you did, part 1 and part 2, thank you very much. Let me know what you think of any of these entries from Benidorm Fest and what your favourite is, what you think should win. And I'll see you very soon for more, I'm sure. Adios.